These are my last car.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. On today's menu we'll be making this easy but tasty tilapia fish pepper soup. As you also from the intro, it has been raining cat and dog. I decided to make this recipe for my family to keep them warm. I hope you try it out for your family as well, especially this cold season. So stick with me, let me show you the ingredients for this easy recipe and let's get started. So I have some grounded crayfish here. Over here I've got some cubes, red large onions, and I have in here some fresh scent leaf that I just harvested from my garden. Over here is my green bell pepper. You can substitute that for habanero pepper. I have 2 large ripe tomatoes. Over here are some ginger and garlic cloves. So I have in here this mixed pepper soup spices, and this is how the container of the mixed pepper soup spices is looking like. I'm going to leave the detailed ingredient on the description area. Over here are some of the external gills that I cut out from the fish. I didn't know that my camera was not focused, so I'm just going to trash it, and at this point I'm going to sprinkle some salt on it. You can use vinegar, lemon or lime to wash your fish as well. So when I'm done, I'm going to take my time to wash the fish properly. Remember to use your knife to scrape out the scars because tilapia fish comes with a lot of scars on it. Alright lovelies, at this point the tilapia fish is well washed, and I actually took my time to remove all the intestines because some of those intestines that comes with tilapia fish can be so bitter. So I'm just going to cut the fish to my desired sizes. And here comes the final result of the cut tilapia fish, and this is how they are looking. So because the fish is much, I will not be using all of it. I'm going to divide it into 2 equal parts. I will use one, then I'm going to keep one for later use. I'm just going to pour a reasonable amount of hot water inside the fish. I love doing this because the hot water will actually help to take away that fishy odor or fishy smell, and it will also help to keep the fish firm as well. So if you are using tilapia fish, it will also help to remove that sliminess. So at this point I'm just going to leave it to sit there for like few seconds. While the fish is resting inside the water, I'm just going to divide these onions into 2. So I'm going to keep one for later use, and I will cut this one into chunky form. When I'm done cutting it, I'm going to transfer it inside my blender. I will add the ginger and the garlic cloves. So at this point, I'm just going to cover it and I will blend it into smooth texture. At this point, the fish are out from the water. I'm just going to gradually place them inside my clean pot. When I'm done placing them inside the pot, I'm going to transfer the blended onions, ginger and garlic cloves that we blended into a puree. And when I'm done transferring or pouring them inside the fish, I'm going to add little water inside the blender just to raise the remaining ingredients. So I'm going to sprinkle the mixed pepper soup spices inside the fish as well. I'm going to introduce 1 cube for now. When I'm done adding the cube, I'm going to sprinkle some salt inside it. So when I'm done adding this salt, I'm going to add extra water inside this fish because this is pepper soup. You need that water, that liquid, that gravy. I'm adding this water at this point because I want to avoid topping water at the process of cooking this fish, okay? And at this point, I'm just gradually pampering this fish, like stirring it, making sure the ingredients are well mixed. When I'm done stirring it, I'm going to cover the lid and allow the fish to cook for good 5 minutes. While the fish are cooking, over here are the tomatoes, green bell pepper, and at this point I added the remaining onions. I'm going to cover the lid and allow them to steam. And at this point they are all well steamed. I'm going to transfer them inside my blender and blend them into a puree texture. I've never tried adding tomatoes to my fish pepper soup. This recipe was actually inspired by a fellow YouTuber. Her channel name is The Joyful Cook. I'm going to leave the link to the fish pepper soup she made on her channel, or I will leave it at the end screen of this very video. Just click on it, watch and see how she made hers as well. I'm going to transfer the blended tomatoes, green bell peppers inside the fish at this point. When I'm done transferring them, I'm going to add my crayfish, also known as dry prawn. I'm going to introduce 1 cube again. I will stir it. Like I said, pamper this fish because fish does not waste time to break. Like when it breaks, you will not like it, okay? So I will gently pamper it, making sure everything is well stirred. And when I'm done stirring it, I will cover the lid and allow to cook for extra 2 minutes. I'm just going to cut the fresh scent leaf at this point. If you don't have a fresh scent leaf, you can use the dry one. If you don't have the dry one either, you can use parsley leaf or basil leaf as well. But if you have fresh scent leaf, that is just the best vegetable for pepper soup. And I have my white rice here cooking or boiling on the stove top. This is what we'll be pairing this fish pepper soup with. Alright lovelies, 2 minutes later, let's check back on our fish pepper soup. I'm going to pamper this fish like I said, stir it gently because fish does not waste time to break. If you have plantain, potato or yam, you can add it at this point. I'm going to test for seasoning. If I need extra, I'm going to add. But if I don't need it, I'm going to proceed to the next step. And when I tested it, it was absolutely perfect, like perfecto. I'm going to add the fresh scent leaf. When I'm done adding it, I'm going to give it a nice stir. Then I will turn off my heat because at this point our fish pepper soup is as good as done. And the aroma that was oozing out from this fish pepper soup was so amazing. It was so divine. If at this point your fish pepper soup is not smelling good, just know that there is something wrong with your fish pepper soup. Alright lovelies, here comes my rice as well. It's all cooked, all done, all cooked. Don't mind me, I'm just feeling myself. And here comes the final result of our tilapia fish pepper soup. This fish came out so amazing, like you won't even know that you added the tomatoes. There was no tangy taste, like it came out so tasty. I hope you try out this recipe for your family, friends and relatives, especially this cold season. And I want to say a very big thank you to you, all my friends, all my subscribers, all my families. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. You can enjoy it with your rice just like the way I am doing. You can enjoy it just the way it is. It tastes super amazing. Remember, I said this recipe was inspired by The Joyful Cook. I'll leave the link to her video on my description area, and I'm also going to put it at the end screen of this very video. Please kindly click to see how she made hers as well. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoy making this recipe, please give your girl a thumbs up. I will catch you all on my next menu. Bye lovelies.